2018 C7Z. We did a stage 4 on this like 2.5 years ago. Came back and just got a 2650. P3 gauge, Corsa Extreme, catch can. Came from Connecticut. So, let's see what we got. The stock blower somehow was like locked up. Which we don't necessarily understand why. And I don't know if the customer started taking it apart or someone else, like, whatever. When it got here, the coolant lines were off to the blower from down at like the pump, and they were all capped off. So we didn't talk to the customer yet and ask him like if he started taking it apart or something like that. But it was almost like, in hindsight, maybe someone took it apart and capped it and did all that stuff, and then the blower locked up from not having coolant through it. We don't know yet. Because we've never had one just randomly lock up like that 2.5 years later. The blower was destroyed. So it was a little odd, but a little catch-22 kind of thing. I don't know. We'll talk to the customer and find out. But either way, we told him, like, dude, the blower's locked up. And he was like, all right, well, let's just do a 2650. So that's what we did. Thing's down on boost. Seemed like the dyno like froze when I was making a pull. I'm gonna make another one just to see. Can you let me know what the Met settings are? I didn't change anything but Met settings. I want to make sure that's dialed in first. I think we're going to need a smaller pulley because it's only making like 15 pounds. Added some fuel up top, but either way, it's still going to need a pulley. I just want to make a full rip out of it and see what we get. .852, 793 torque. It's 16 pounds. It was on like 18 and some change with the stock blower. So we're probably gonna need to go down a little bit because I'm assuming he doesn't want to make the same power. Blowing the wideband out. Is it blowing the wideband out? It's not moving it?
It's in there.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not moving it when I make a pull.
I gotta wait in there.
Okay. Maybe try moving it because it keeps going lean up, like it's pushing it. It almost looks like it's pushing it out. Let me see what the Bill wants to do about boost. I'm not gonna keep fucking with this thing unless I'm gonna go see what pulleys we got. All right, we went from a 90mm pulley to an 80, which is the next size down. So it should give us like, I hope 2 to 2.5, 4 pounds of boost. I'd like it to make like 19 pounds, so we'll see. Tires up enough, but it's spinning. I'm gonna put a little fresh coat of it's also got a smaller pulley on it now, so it's making more torque. A short pull and it made 908. I only revved it to 6100. Made 19.5 pounds, which is like picked up 3 more pounds of boost, which it might even go up a half pound if I make a full rev. So I don't know what's up with the wideband. Maybe it's just got water or something in there. All right, got a customer dropping off the car, so we're back on it. I'm gonna look at this wideband in here. .916. I actually took timing out of it too. And of course the wideband worked perfect out there. Of course the wideband worked perfect out there. I looked at it in here this time. Did you just move it or something?
Yeah, I just backed it out a little bit.
Yeah.
It was quite a bit too far in.
Yeah. It does if it's like up against a pipe, but sometimes it does. You generally don't want it like jammed all the way in there. 916, is that 880 torque?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I keep saying.
Yeah, that's a lot of torque.
Can't imagine in a lighter car.
I was gonna say some 1,000 pounds lighter, or maybe not 1,000 pounds, but yeah, at the very least 500. It's pretty good. Actually, like I said, I actually took timing out of it too because of just the boost and stuff that it's on in pump gas. I took a degree out. But other than that, everything is good. Low side fuel pressure dropped some, but does this thing have our fuel system on it? It's saying you can see the regulator and all that shit. It's just dropping some pressure. I want to get air. I'll be back. All right. The fuel pump like randomly died yesterday. External. Had them in stock. Switched it out. I mean, it was like, I don't know, 4 years old or something whenever we built the car. At least 3 years old. Yeah, whatever. Put a pump on it, back in the dyno. It didn't go lean or anything, surprisingly, but it wouldn't have lasted long at that. But either way, this will probably be the last pull on pump gas, and then we'll dump some E in it. So I made 917, 880 on pump, which is ridiculous. So, You wanna, you'll probably have to VHT it a little bit too.
Oh, more on there?
Yeah, I mean, if we didn't put any on today, it'll need it. All right, let's go. The tire. See if that'll hold it. Made a pound less boost. I think I took timing out of it anyway, but whatever. Let me check fuel pressure and all that. All right, fuel pressure is solid, 78 PSI. I'm gonna do one more pull. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember taking timing out of it yesterday. Okay. What'd this thing make on the E last time?
I think that.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I think it was like 13 or something.
886.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that number. Go click on that. Just because the one yesterday had more timing and shit in it, and it was probably too much for pump gas, but we'll see at the end of it which tune I basically put in there. But 882 right now is what it was making last time it was here on the stock blower on E85. So we'll see where we get on E, and we'll go from there. But it did make 916 on pump. So we're gonna put some E in it. We'll be back. All right, dump some E in it. Got 36% in there. The tanks, it had a half a tank of pump gas, so we dumped 5 gallons in. It's got a little bit more that we can dump in, but we'll see what this does. It's obviously hot right now because I just cycled around the E. Yeah, it's all right. From running it for so long, it did that weird shit, I'm sure.
Into a diesel for a second.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you. How do you figure out your compression ratio?
I mean, there's like 30 things that go into it, but dish of the piston, chamber of the cylinder head, thickness of the head gasket, how far the piston's in or out of the hole. There's a lot of variables to it, but
what is like your head scan package C6E usually?
I think 12-to-1, somewhere around there.
Okay. The Curtis dude had a car that he built, and he said it was like 13.5-to-1.
The only way you can get 13.5-to-1 if it's on a stock head. People used to do it back in the day. It was fucking stupid. They angle mill the head. So like, instead of just milling the head flat, they like literally angle mill it so that you can tilt the head back so that the chamber is like really, really small. It's like a 58cc chamber as opposed to like ours are like a 70cc chamber or 68cc chamber. But I'm pretty sure you need to like fly cut the pistons and all that shit with that. It's like, it's fucking stupid if you ask me. It doesn't pick up power that's like worth doing all that shit. I don't know. I just don't understand why people like, you either want a street car or you want a fucking race car. Like, don't try and make your street car into a fucking race car and like try and impress people. Like, oh, like my car did this. Like, yeah, it's a fucking full-blown race car. Like, you're not gonna fucking drive that 3 hours to New York and race a bunch of people up there and drive home. Like, you're gonna need to map out your E85 stations. You're gonna need to change your air filter and your fucking air. Like, you either got a street car or you got a race car. Like,
one or the other.
One or the other.
When you're that high, you're
yeah, it's not worth the 20 horsepower difference to make it a full-blown race car. Like, at least in my eyes. I don't know. Some people may disagree, but
well, it made the one car that I bought that I made 653. I'm like, I've seen your
on that dyno.
On a mainline hub dyno.
Yeah, on a hub dyno. Yeah.
I've seen that before.
I didn't change a bunch. A little bit of timing. But it's hot. I'm gonna let it cool down after this. Put it hot on the jam stack. Let this thing cool. We'll be back. All right, we let it cool down for like 25 minutes or so. Still the same me. You click on that? 966, 915. Everything's good. Fuel pressure is good. Oil pressure is good. Still can take some timing. So I'm going to give it some right now. I'm actually going to dump the rest of that E in. Can you dump more E in it too?
More E?
It'll probably take like, I don't know, maybe 3 gallons tops. We'll be back. All right, we dumped more A in, got up to 45%. And then That's it. Not a long cool down. However long it took me to eat lunch, but. I'd like to try and get this thing to make a little more. 925 torque, that's ridiculous. And I rolled it, I didn't go full throttle until almost 4,300 RPM. What tire is this? Yeah. It might be fine from like, yeah, I was gonna say 70 like on a warm summer. I'm gonna see if it likes another half a degree of timing. I'd love to see 980 out of this. Just don't know if that's gonna happen. You know, because then it would pick up like 100 horsepower. Because this thing made 885 I think before. So really the only change is the 2650, and I think it's on about the same boost. It might be on about 1 more pound of boost now. Yo, click on that run file 13 again. I want to see how much boost it made.
18.
Okay. Oh yeah, but it was falling off up top.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. All right. Click on like 14. I think we ended up changing the belt or something maybe. No, okay. So the same. So it's up about 2 pounds. Not quite 2 pounds. All right, you can delete them. Not up a full 2 pounds, but like 1.8 pounds it's up. So that's obviously worth some horsepower too, but if we did that on the stock blower, it probably wouldn't make power because it's not efficient at that level. It's 26, with the Maggie, it is. All right, let's see what we got now. Not a cold pull, but shouldn't be too crazy. It's hotter. Either way, this thing's rowdy. It's stock bottom end. We don't like to push them too far. 1,000 is really all we like to push them. People have pushed them further. We have pushed them further. You can push them further. We just don't prefer to. I like to give someone a like 100% safe product. Like, hey, go out, beat the shit out of this, enjoy it type thing, as opposed to like, hey, beat on this, but like, it might break type thing. Either way, I'm sure he'll be happy with that. Picked up almost 100 horsepower, call it 90 horsepower. On like 1.5 pounds more boost. It'll run better, like more efficient with this blower. It's the only thing we changed. It's rowdy. Basically just went from a stage 4 to a stage 5. So for those of you that like are wondering the difference between like a stock ported blower and a 2650 on like one of our stage 4 or 5 packages, that's the difference. You know, 880 or whatever on the stock blower and about 970, 980 on a 2650. All depends what you want to do. Other than that, it's exactly the same between the 4 and the 5. The 4 and the 5, the only difference is the blower. That's it. Subscribe. This car's rowdy. You should definitely be happy with this thing. Stick car. Thing's gonna be fun. Later.